There was a time when silence filled every corner until one voice proved that change always begins with courage.
Hi, I'm Qaireen.
And I am Ariana.
Voices that lead. Is it like the mother duck leading the ducklings?
No, silly.
And then? Hmm.
Teacher, time's up.
No!
Every day, we are given opportunities to speak, to ask, to help, and to lead. Yet many of those moments pass in silence, not because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. Afraid of being wrong and judged, afraid that our voice doesn't matter. What if leadership doesn't begin with experience? What if leadership begins with courage? The courage for us to speak when others stay silent.
When we think of leadership in school, we often think about prefects or student leaders. But leadership isn't about title, it's about the choices we make. A question is asked, no hands are raised. A classmate sits alone, but no one approaches. A group project begins, yet everyone waits for someone else to lead. These everyday moments reveal an important truth. The greatest obstacle to leadership isn't a lack of ability, it's the lack of confidence.
Then, someone decides to act. One hand is raised, one invitation is offered, one student says, I will do it. Slowly, the classroom begins to change. Others find the confidence to participate. That is the power of leadership. It isn't about having the loudest voice, it's about giving others the courage to use theirs.
Throughout history, the greatest changes started the same way, with one person who refused to remain silent. One voice became many, and together changed the course of a nation.
In the year following the Second World War, Malaya faced uncertainty. The future of its people was unclear, but one leader chose to speak. Dr. Jaafar believed that a nation's greatest strength did not lie on its wealth or power, but in the unity and determination of its people. He encouraged Malays to stand together, to defend their rights, and to believe that their voices deserve to be heard. Awakened a growing sense of nationalism, proving that leadership begins with speaking for something greater than yourself.
Inspired by that same spirit, Tunku Abdul Rahman carried the nation's hope forward. Through patience, determination, and cooperation among people of different races and backgrounds, he led Malaya towards independence. On the morning of 31 August 1957, his cry of Merdeka echoed across the nation. It was more than a declaration of freedom. It was the voice of millions, united by one dream and one future.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Qaireen Alisha binti Ahmad Noh, and I'm here with teacher Nolilawati, the head of language department. Teacher, I would like to ask you a question. What is the true meaning behind the phrase of voices that lead?
In my opinion, the true meaning of voices that lead is one must have inner intuition. You must have inside you that you want to do better and help others. Then you lead by example. We must have a good role models. For examples, the leader in our family is our parents, mom or dad. And at school we have teachers that we look up to. So these people need to be a good example for the students. So they can be the role models. So students will look up to these people and follow whatever they are doing. They lead by examples. So in the future, young minds like you will also do the same. So we must set a good example. Okay. Last but not least, I think we can be a leader. We ourselves be a leader. Okay. We don't have to wait for other people to lead us. we ourselves, okay, in this case you yourself must be a leader within yourself to do better. You cannot just be happy by being a follower. Yeah, and you yourself say to yourself that I need to be a leader. Okay?
Thank you for the time, teacher.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Madiha and together I am with
Iman.
Hey Iman. After hearing from our teacher, I've come to a consensus that leadership isn't really just about having a title.
Yeah, I used to think that only prefects or school captains were leaders. But now, I think everyone can lead through their actions.
Maybe something as simple as answering a question or helping someone who's in need.
Exactly. Actually, those small actions can encourage others to do the same or even more.
And throughout history, leaders like Dato' Jaafar and Tunku Abdul Rahman didn't just give speeches, they also inspired others towards a common goal.
Sometimes, leadership doesn't always have to start with power. It starts from someone who chooses to speak up for others or themselves.
Maybe that's where the voice that lead really is.
A voice that inspires others to take the first step.
Every great journey begins with a single step. Every great movement begins with a single voice. The leaders who shaped our nation were once ordinary people who believed they could make a difference. Now it's our turn. Will we stay silent or will we choose to lead?